And that's the ready from Tetristime, so we can get started with the first game of this set in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And we are off with some Division 1 gameplay. Sodium and Tetristime. Two very strong players in their own rights. Being ranked 20th and 16th respectively, Sodium and Tetristime, in the most recent Premier poll. Tetris for Tetristime. Currently 3 Tetris perfect, taking an early Tetris lead over Sodium. Sodium getting up pretty high against the bar, against the Tetris. Able to throw those pieces all the way over to that left-hand side, pile them up, wait for the pieces to build up that left, or that right. Knocking down the Tetrises. Adjust that S for the incoming bar and is able to resolve that with only 3 burns. Nicely done there for Sodium, as Tetristime is in a situation of its own. It's going to just take a few more than 3 burns to resolve, I think. Or, yeah, you're going to have to throw that bar over to the right-hand side. And you'll just have to skim this down bit by bit. Oh, that's a very nice L. We'll open up the right-hand side, get him Tetris ready and clean, but with a bar dependency. Pi, yeah, you're going to have to block it off soon after. Bars do not come in time. Oh, and Tetristime with some nasty hangs of that S is going to have to try and get as many skims as he can, because he needs to get something over to that right-hand side. Gets the bar over. Now he's going to be in a big dig up high here. Another high right-hand side. He's got to get pieces over. And not getting any pieces he can really throw over. A J will take a double, but that J doesn't burn anything, and I don't think he can get anything over. And Tetristime's going to be done at 114,000 points. Counter down for game number 2 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, these two players had a very close set just a month ago over in CTM. Tetristime ending up taking that 3-2. Now, but that wasn't the first time they've played. They ended up playing twice in Tetris friendlies over 5 years ago. Both of those were sweeps for Sodium. Those are the only matches they've actually played, so this is only their second ever ranked match. Tetris for Sodium, Tetris for Tetristime. Tetris for Tetristime. Where's the head-to-head database? It's part of the match database now. They added that onto the match database. Not too long ago. I'm not sure exactly when, but I just know that when I came back to restreaming after taking a break, it was there now. And I think that's a cool thing to have, because I was planning to make that myself, because I planned to make a master thing to pop up like players' PBs and everything all in one place. Ooh, Tetristime up high again. Blocked off the right-hand side, and now the left-hand side too, with a 3 wide on the left, is filling it in, taking skims. But Tetristime has just been ruthlessly efficient, only taking 3 burns through the first 39 lines. But Tetristime gets the Tetris. Bringing this down. Ricky Bot betting everything he has on Sodium. Sodium now also a little high, but much more manageable. Some flat burns does make another hole in the board. Nice T-tuck. I'm just going to open that bar dependency, get the bar right on time, clean it up. Tetris up to 242. 226 for Tetristime, so Sodium with just under a Tetris lead. I don't think it's crazy, like, speaking of the head-to-head, how little a lot of the top players end up playing, apart from like the tippy top players, how uncommonly top players end up playing each other. Like you see, these are both ranked very similarly on the Premier Poll, 16th versus 20th, but they've only ever played each other once. I think that's one of the good parts about CTL is you do get a lot of these players who are a bit closer ranked playing against each other. Currently, Sodium 321 has some holes at the bottom, looking for a bar to take a triple so he can be playing row 3. Is this an Arcadian advert? I would never say yes that it is. I'll leave it at that. I can't really be advertising for a tournament that's currently in hiatus. Tetristime still trying to bring this board down. $265 for Tetristime, 381 for Sodium. Sodium has opened up a 5 Tetris lead as Tetristime has been struggling to pass the 100 line mark. So Tetristime has got some work to do, perhaps on these 19 speeds. Tetristime briefly blocks the well, but unclocks it, gets the bar, gets the Tetris. 337 and a skimming of Tetris there for Tetristime. Sodium so far with a 3-1 win over Cole and a decided loss to Neko. There were two very strong players. Tetristime with a 2-3 loss to Cole. So, almost and a sweep from Eyeball, who's the current leader of the division. But Tetristime is into 19. Was up a bit high, getting a triple, opens to the right hand side, gets the bar, gets the Tetris up to 420. Sodium going to be going in, also pretty high with some mess. Now, oh, very nice skims there from Sodium. Will open up the hole, fill it in, get the bar, get the Tetris to 549. Another Tetris for Sodium. Both players into level 20 now. Sodium has 7 lines in hand, is ahead by 125k. So this 4.5 Tetris lead is more like a 6 Tetris pace lead. Nice dirty Tetris there for Tetristime. But he's got a lot of work to do, and he's not currently clean. Triple for Tetristime. Oh, and the double flip of the L. He's going to extend this dig for Tetristime as Sodium pulls even further ahead. Another Tetris now at 200,000 points ahead real time and still has 8 lines in hand. We're looking about a 9 Tetris pace lead and another Tetris for Sodium. Another Tetris for Sodium. Tetristime finally gets himself clean. Tetris for Tetristime, Tetris for Sodium. 798 playing 540. Tetris for Tetristime. Sodium now hitting a bit of a slowdown. He's got to dig this down. Opens up the bar to and gets the bar right on time. It's going to be a double. Still got some more garbage to clear out, but is chopping it down bit by bit. Tetris for Tetristime is jumping on this opportunity. Sodium makes a long bar he gets the long bar and gets clean. Tetris's up to 852, 701 for Tetristime. He closes the gap a little bit, but there's only so much he can do in that time, and is now in another dig. Is going to be Tetris ready, gets a left well, row 3 Tetris. Is about to go into level 28. The kill screen shall soon be coming, and a miss roll of the L. Level 28 for Tetristime, 743. Tetris for Sodium, 964. Could be seeing a max out into level 28 here. As Tetris's will be going into kill screen 785. No max into 28, and Sodium will be skimming in. It's up pretty high, but should be able to get this cleaned up before kill screen, but these S's are being ruthless for Sodium, and now only 2 lines to go until kill screen, and he is really high up. He's going to open up the right hand side right as he hits kill screen, but has to block it off immediately, taking skim and misses the square, and Sodium is in a lot of trouble, and I think he's going to be done. I don't think that's survivable. He's going to be done at 985, and all of a sudden Tetristime was behind by about 10 Tetrises, but now he needs a chase down of 986. 120k he has to score on the kill screen. Not the cleanest of boards right now for Tetristime. I was a leader sometime in 19. Tetristime has cleaned things up. Opens up the right hand side. Oh, some misdrops for Tetristime. Gets the bar, gets the Tetris. A Tetris and a half away. Can he bring this down? He needs to do some really high digging on at 29 here. Hits the 5 tap. Hits the T-spin. He's doing everything he can, but he can't get the square over. And that's going to be, I think that's going to be it. That's going to be Tetristime done at 941. Some crazy play there. Let's get it counted down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Sodium is starting off with the first blood. Tetristime gonna have to take some early burns. Maybe the early burns will get the worm in this game. Oh, maybe not. The piece is not being nice. That J is going to be nice though. Early drought, over 20 pieces. 21 pieces will be the drought. Tetris for Sodium to 69, another Tetris for Tetristime to 57, and Tetris for Sodium 92. Early Tetris and a half lead here for Sodium Overdose in Game 3. But very much early days, lots of time for Tetristime to come back. We're not even like a 15th of the way through the potential length of the game. Another Tetris for Tetristime. Sodium Overdose with that J dependency gets the bar to fill it in. Now waiting for the double flip for Sodium. That's going to be nasty. The bar comes and that makes it a bit less nasty. It's going to resolve it into a T-spin dependency, just gets the bar, throws the bar down the middle, just spears it through. Let's take a couple extra burns, but we'll get the burns and get it cleaned up. Meanwhile, Tetristime up a little high, waiting for this bar as a drought forms. 24, 25 piece drought. But Tetristime gets the bar right on time as he reopens the well. Ooh, some burns now from Sodium. We'll get the bar for the Tetris. Would love a Z or an S even, not a Z. It's been like, what, 700 restreams and far more games, and I still cannot remember which is an S and which is a Z. Unless I like see them and see, oh no, it's a Z, that's the red one. And even then, I'm not entirely confident about that. Tetris for Tetristime at 275 will take the lead. And another Tetris for Tetristime as Sodium with a row 3 column 8 Tetris. It is about equal on the pace front. Tetris for Tetristime. Oh, and Sodium has to block off the well as the bar comes. Now working on reopening this row 3 column 8 setup, will get it reopened right as the bar comes. Takes the Tetris up to 323. 366 with that Tetris for Tetristime and 346 for Sodium. So Tetristime now with the Tetris lead. Now is the time for Tetristime to score those Tetrises. Of course, a Sodium overdose and Sodium overdose. Tetris for Sodium, Tetris for Sodium. The Tetris Sodium as Tetristime wrangling with a little bit of a situation. Oh, very nice burns there for Tetristime. We'll get the bar and that row 3 column 5 Tetris to match those row 3 column 8s that we saw from Sodium earlier. Now both players nice and clean. Now Sodium gets the S spin, gets the bar, gets the Tetris. Another Tetris for Sodium and a Tetris for Tetristime. Lead switching back and forth as these two players Tetris. I think the pace lead rests just about with Sodium right now. Tetristime is 8 lines ahead, about to head into the 19 transition. Is going to be doing so with a couple more burns at a 540. Sodium looks like he's ready to go in with a 600 if he can get the bar. There's the bar and the 600k transition for Sodium. And a Tetris to knock 19 off. Tetris for Sodium. Tetris for Tetristime, 580 now for Tetristime, 650 for Sodium, who has 4 lines in hand. So it's about a 2.5 of 3.5 Tetris lead for Sodium in pace. Double flip for Tetristime. It doesn't look like it's going to be too bad of a double flip if you can get a couple nice rooftops. And he will do. Some awkward parts are going to be formed, but nice pieces going to fill it in. Another 666. It's time from Tetristime. I think that was exactly 666. Perhaps trying to summon forth some devilry. 750 right now for Sodium. Tetrising up to 779. Ooh, Tetristime up high. I think hung at a bar in column 9, but got another bar over to 758 into level 24. Tetristime, Tetris for Sodium. Tetristime into level 25, 794. 794 into 25. We'll keep an eye on that small line, see what Sodium will be going into 25 with. Will be an 871. I believe it was a 120k lead into level 25. The score already escaped my mind now. It is late, mine not working at full capacity. 966 for Sodium, Tetrising up to a 998. We could be seeing a max before level 27. Ooh, is gonna be taking these burns. Gets the max into level 209 lines. But we'll be taking some more skims. Gets Tetris ready. Taking more skims as he's getting drafted. Gets the bar. Gets the Tetris A47 into 28. Tetristime also having maxed before kill screen. One Tetris left before the kill screen. But we'll take a double instead, going in with an A17, Sodium with a B18 into kill screen. So Tetristime, they've got some work to do. He's just currently lining out, trying to get his board in a stable condition. Sodium starting to build up for a Tetris, but playing it safe. No need to be aggro. He has a 100k lead, one B54 to A50. Some more skims from Sodium. In a bit of a drought, Tetristime takes a triple. Almost a perfect play at that. Tetristime with some holes in the board. Gonna have to take some skims. Gets the skims, gets that S over to the left hand side, takes the triple with L and gets the board cleaned back down. A 30-piece drought there for these players. A Sodium's board creeping up high and misses the 4 tap to the left of that L. Sodium is going to be done at B95, which means Tetristime is now in a chase down, needs B96. B96 required. 63k remaining. And he gets a Tetris. Now a third of a Tetris remaining. That's just 11 lines of line out. He takes a triple. 2 lines remain. He gets the bar, he gets the triple, and Tetristime is going to take game 3 with a CO7. Tetristime gets a point on the board. So we'll get started with game number 4 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh wait, I think I read that the wrong way around. Maybe that's just proof of how late it is. But not late enough to stop this Tetris. Both players going to be getting the Tetris to start things off. Father Time is not strong enough to stop the power of the blocks falling. Both players scoring 3 perfect Tetrises. Looks like this is a nice early game seed. Ooh, interesting adjustments there from Sodium. I'm not sure how much of that was intentional. Gonna have to take a few burns as Tetristime takes his 4th Tetris. And a 5th to follow. Oh, but now Tetristime's center has gotten clogged, needed an S and didn't get one. And now it's Tetristime's time to burn. Tetristime opens up his well, but getting droughted. We're over 30 pieces now into this drought. So waiting for the bar that is not coming. He blocks the well, reopens it, blocks it again, and the bar comes. I don't think either player was actually able to use that bar. But Sodium's able to use that bar, and so will Tetristime. Oh, and another double flip for Tetristime. That is going to cause a bit of awkwardness. Tetris falls, Sodium. Tetris for Sodium, and Sodium takes the lead. What a cruel game it is we play. Tetristime does not hit the Vits. Will hit that Vits though. Now is Tetris ready? We'll get the... Oh! Misses the 4-tap, is forced to take the triple, but will get another bar. Get the Tetris after missing the first one. But with this, it feels like we're seeing a bit of a three-peat on these 18 speeds of Sodium pulling out into a strong lead early on. Tetristime up high. The Sodium takes a triple. Sodium gets the Barshville Independency, opens up the right hand side, gets another row for Tetris. And another pair of Tetris for Sodium. Another Tetris for Tetristime as well, sticking with these row 4 Tetrises as he waits for the opportunity to fill in that hole as he just did and become clean. Now, 345 for Sodium, 291 for Tetristime. Sodium has 7 lines in hand. Now a 1.5 Tetris lead, so it's about a 3 Tetris pace lead. Sodium taking some burns. There's Tetristime waiting for the bar. Oh, double flip there from Tetristime, and up high getting drafted, but there's the bar, there's a Tetris for Tetristime. 339. Another bar, another Tetris for Tetristime. 362 at 105. Tetris for Sodium. 399. Another Tetris for Sodium to 422, so about a 60,000 point pace lead for Sodium, and about 3 Tetrises. So past the 100 line mark, level 19 will be soon approaching. Tetristime's pieces were frozen for a second, but there they are, all falling down. Thank you for the 250 bits, I think that was, from Emily's Useless. Tetris for Sodium. And Tetristime going into transition 503. It's 3 AM and yet I'm still awake. That could never be me. Why would you be awake at such a late hour? Tetris into transition for Sodium 560. So keeping that approximately 60,000 point lead into transition is Sodium. Tetristime already into level 20. Another Tetris for Tetristime. Tetris for Sodium, 612. 579 for Tetristime. Tetris for Sodium. Tetris for Sodium, 665. I think we're waiting on about a level or two's worth of pieces from Tetristime. Oh, there they all are. And now he's up a bit high, getting drafted, gets the bar, gets the Tetris, now has a long bar dependency. Needs 2 long bars to really get out of that. Truly, it's a struggle being British. Tetris for Sodium up to 727, and another up to 756 into level 23. 710 for Tetristime. This 60,000 point true lead is being held by Sodium, 756 to 740, but 10 lines in hand. Tetris for Tetristime. More skims for Sodium, missed out on adjustment, could have got himself Tetris ready for the bar, but there's the bar as a Tetris up to 823. He opens the well. Tetris for Tetristime has taken the real-time lead, but is 9 lines ahead. Still has closed the pace gap. Tetris for Tetristime, Tetris for Sodium, another Tetris for Sodium will take the real-time lead back. About a 2 Tetris pace lead for Sodium as he takes another Tetris into level 26, but it's a lot closer. Another Tetris for Sodium. Sodium now with the higher Tetris rate. 69% Tetris rate to Tetristime's 63. As Tetristime in a dig. Going into level 28, still up pretty high, but board in more of a burner-downable situation, has 3 lines left to go until kill screen, and is still very high. Hits that S spin. It's going to open up that hole in column 2, but has to block it immediately. Now needs something over to the left hand side, but anything over. He gets the Z over. He's getting the burns. He's getting this skims where he can, opens up the hole, needs a bar, getting flooded with squares, and it's not going to be anything for Tetristime. He's going to be done at 968, and Sodium with an A52 will be good. The game at number 4 will take the set 3-1. Could not get that board down in time for kill screen. Sodium, take your victory lap. If you wish, at least. You will be getting a 3-1 victory. And now it's really going to be go time for Tetristime. 2 sets left. It's probably going to need to get at least 1, maybe 2 wins in those 2 to avoid that automatic relegation. So we're going to have to pull out the big guns against Neko and Knights. Meanwhile, Sodium jumps up to 2nd place. Going to be behind Eyeball, but now 95% playoff chance. Oh, that's because everyone who doesn't go into relegation makes playoffs.
Battle score Tetris 147. Cole waiting on another long bar here. It's just not getting it. There, it will finally show up. 134 for Cole. Not been a lot of long bars in this seed. Red number has already made a number of appearances. No pun intended. Tetristime going to set up left well here. Oh, couldn't make the adjustment on the J to avoid having to keep on the sturdy left well, but he's going to get 2 Tetrises off of it. And look to clean this up, get back over to the right. 241 Tetristime, 229 for Cole Bucket. It is, because it's shown up a number of times, because it's a number. That's the pun. I guess it's not as much of one if I have to explain it. Tetristime's internet having a moment, but should be fine. Cole takes the lead, but is ahead by 7 lines. So Tetristime with the pace advantage. And at 79 lines, we get an idea of the lead. It is 38,000 points. Another Tetris for Cole. Tetristime getting high up on the board. For normal players, that might cause panic, but it's just another day at the office for Tetristime. Opens up the right side. Bang, Tetris. 760 points is the difference in favor of Coal Bucket. And 95 lines. Hasn't been a whole lot of separation between these two since the go. Another Tetris there for Tetristime. Again, very close game. 760 points in favor of Cole. Level 19 coming up pretty soon. Who? Tetristime decided to plug the L dependency just as the L showed up. Gonna have to take a couple burns here, but Coal Bucket did as well. So no change in the lead. Cole getting into a little bit of a spot right before 19. Needs to get this down rather quickly, and will do so. There's the bar, there's the Tetris. Now it's Tetristime's turn to panic at the top. He'll get the bar over for the Tetris. And here we go, level 19, 543 for Cole. And Tetristime, 541. That's pretty neck and neck. Another Tetris. Oh, the double flip for Tetristime. Manages to get that cleared out pretty quickly, and with Coal Bucket digging, it's not going to lose a whole lot of ground. It's not even a Tetris behind right now. Tetris for Cole. A Tetris for Tetristime. And another one. And Cole will have the lead, or sorry, Tetristime has the lead into level 22. It's a very small lead, though. Another neck and neck game. This time between two Division 1 players. Tetristime bangs Tetris down the right side. It was tied at 713,920. You expect seeing those ties on the 18 speeds. When you see them on the 19 speeds, it's kind of unusual. $806 to 751, but the Tetris for Tetristime will make up most of that deficit. Now waiting on a T. We'll get the T. Cole is clean down at the bottom. There's a Tetris for Tetristime. Looking for another bar. Bang, Tetris. So close. Another Tetris for Cole. 901 into 26. Tetristime bangs one down. Cole's board kind of breaking down a bit. He's trying to gain some control. And that's not how you get control back. But is now... Ooh, missed the triple there. Is slowly working this board down. And just in time, too. Tetristime in a bit of trouble here. I don't think that's NTC not rendering pieces. I think there's that many holes in his stack right now. Level 28. We'll have a speed increase within 10 lines here. Cole will go in first at 998 and then get the max out. Tetristime gonna have to play a couple rows up before entering level 29. Oh, this is dangerous for Tetristime. He needs a bar now. He gets the bar over for the Tetris and gets a tuck. But this board is climbing, and that's going to be it. Cold Bucket's in a chase down. You need a 37. And Cole makes it look automatic. He's up 1-0. Now, Kingsman there pointing out that Matcherino link over there. If you haven't gone in and redeemed one of those coupon codes yet, I can't stress how easy it is. You go in, you sign in with like Google or something. You don't even have to create an account. You just sign in with an account you already have. Count it down. Game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. It's definitely thinning, but it's not gone yet. Well, the funny thing is that, like, I don't even care. I care more that it's not happening symmetrically than I care that it's happening. That's how nerdy I am. Like, losing hair for men is kind of a fact of life. It just happens. But could it happen more in a more organized way? That's all I'm asking. I guess not. You could make it symmetrical, says Chen, but then it grows back and is not symmetrical and very annoying. It's kind of funny because when my beard and mustache started graying a little bit, that also happened asymmetrically. That was worse. That was far worse. I hated it. Now it's kind of more even. But at first it wasn't, and it was so silly. Two burns from Tetristime is the difference in this one. Both players off to a fairly good start. The game says, hey, remember droughts? Here's another one. Oh god, Tetristime, no. Dirty Tetris for Tetristime, but still in a lot of trouble here. Does get the piece left. Next slide, please. And Tetristime is gonna stay alive.